how do you account for this level of aggression?
I think there's a couple of things. I think that this has gone on in Handforth for some period of time, and I think people were very frustrated. But I guess the more serious point, and having listened to it being replayed once or twice since, I kind of feel that maybe an underlying part of it was they just didn't like being told no by a woman.
Sexism.
I think so. I think that certainly is part of it.
And have you experienced that before, or was this the first on that level?
On that level, absolutely. I mean, our demographic, sadly, in the parish council movement tends to be mainly men. We have 40% women, so it's improving, and we tend to have an older demographic. So I guess my kind of soapbox moment, if I'm allowed it, is to say I really hope that if this does nothing else, it provides a little light relief, but also encourages people to come forward and get involved. The National Association are running a terrific campaign on their Make a Change, where we're really trying to encourage a different demographic to get involved in parish councils.
But a lot of women will look at that clip and they think, I want nothing to do with parish councils if blokes like that can raise their voices at me and behave in the way that they did.
Well, I hope that they would take some comfort from it, because it wasn't any of the members of that council that were being subjected to it. I don't use the word troubleshooter. It was somebody coming in from outside to help them. And I say very unusual for a council to have that level of issue. But when they do, there are people there to help. It isn't about individual female councillors having to fight their corner.
Do you think that Zoom meetings bring out, do you think that Zoom meetings bring out the bad temper in people because they're kind of in their own little bubble and they can egg, we can saw those two blokes were egging each other on, but obviously they couldn't read the room because they weren't in a room? Or is it the opposite, that actually the meeting would have been even more explosive had you all been sitting around a council table, with a cup of tea and some biscuits?
In that particular instance, I think it would have been more explosive because I didn't take lightly by any means pressing the red button. I mean, that's just not something we would do. And clearly, it's not something.
You must have loved it. Come on, Jackie Weaver, be honest with me. The power of the delete button.
Have I got to be really honest?
Yeah. Listen, it won't go beyond me and my listeners, I promise you.
Oh, okay.
Just tell me.
Then. I think that there are rare occasions in life when you feel you are able to do the right thing. And certainly the councillors that were absolutely out of order, it was good to be able to say no.